I obviously no one wants to see Helena get beat up, right?
Right.
I'm not saying they want to include that, but because
I don't know. It kind of sounds like
no. But because it like went,
We literally said we didn't
it was so
want that
quick
part.
from them showing up to her pointing and choosing.
Yeah.
It almost like I was like, oh, it's just happening already. It was a little there wasn't the build up that I feel like it should have had.
Jackson texted me. I don't know that this is going to be the episode that you think it's going to be. Like,
yeah, I was
he
like,
texted
we're
me
really
that.
like,
Yeah.
not what's even going to happen, and then
Right.
How do you feel about how the writers handled it, though? Do you think they kind of blew this a little bit? Because this was this seems it was important for us to know how nasty this war really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they kind of, they watered it down a little bit too much to me based on what y'all said.
Yeah, it's to your point that I feel like them taking the artistic liberty there takes away from how Damon leveled that shit up. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a son for a son, like, okay, you know, you killed Luke, you know, had your dragon kill him, whatever. You didn't even mean that shit, but you know, his blood is still on your hands either way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it was just, I don't know, it felt collateral here where, you know, in the book, it felt like Damon just, you know, level that shit up and took it to hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wouldn't say I think they achieved the goal, which is that, like, coming into this season, you would say most people you know were on the side of the blacks, right? Or they're on Rhaenyra's side.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The
Chill
blacks.
Chill out. That's what it's the blacks.
Rhaenyra's side.
I heard it recently, bro. I got PTSD from the fucking airport.
Hilarious.
I'm talking to Boston fans, nigga.
You had a green talking to, yeah, for sure.
Right.
A green.
We love the blacks. We only shit in his bed, that's all.
So,
go ahead. Only wrote nigger on his wall, but go ahead. Go ahead. That's how we show our love.
fucking Dragonstone is only using the Valerians for their ships. They don't really care about them as people.
Right.
I think they achieved what they needed to achieve with the scene, which is that at this point, to start the second season, you understand that there are no good guys in the show. There's no one you can root for in the show. And they deepened what they've been doing in the show that I don't really remember it doing in the book as much, which is there's a lot more complexity in the interplay between the characters. And so now Rhaenyra is going to be looking at Daemon like, I fucking told you to kill the one-eyed motherfucker who killed my son. And you killed a baby in front of his mom, right? Like, so like, you're going to have that continuing division, which I think has been a big part of what they've, like, the section of Fire and Blood that this show is based on is like 50 pages long or something. Whereas Game of Thrones, each one of those books got its own season. The books are like 800 pages long. So there's been a lot of deepening of stuff. And I think while they softened the scene without question, I think that they're deepening those like inner character conflicts that'll probably be a big part of the season. That's what I think. So I didn't think they blew it. I think we've arrived at the same point. I agree with Tyler. Like, Daemon, there was more heat on what Daemon did that you're like, this dude is a fucking psycho at this point in the book.
I don't feel the way about Daemon that I think I would have felt if I would have known what you just said.
So I have a clarifying question for the book readers about this. In the book, did it happen the way it happened in the show where Rhaenyra tells Daemon, kill Aemon, the one-eyed guy, and then Daemon tries to lay out that plan, kill the one-eyed guy, and if it goes south, do something else? Or does Daemon...
No, I believe, Tyler, if I'm correct, I believe that he sent them to do what they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Aemon was a hell of a swordsman. Like that's a gamble.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he sent them on that mission to kill one of those twins.
And I think that's kind of the rationale. Is like they didn't take they didn't come after Daemon, like, which Aemon is his sort of foil. They went after a little kid on a dragon with the biggest dragon in the fucking world, and their best. You know what I mean? So I think it was sort of a son for a son, blood for blood type thing in the book of like, no, intentionally we're trying to do this. Now in the show, again, what we're seeing is he is, even though Daemon, I think, who we all know as a character, maybe he did say something to him in that cutaway. Like, maybe we are going to find something out about that. But what we see in the show is he's trying to do what Rhaenyra told him to do right now, at least. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I don't feel like this gives me the I hate everybody equally. You know what I'm saying? That it would have gave me in that sense if that scene would have happened. So I don't know if the writers
Who do you hate more right now?
I still hate the one-eyed motherfucker. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, bro, he's to me, it's like he's a type of, and they're really good at creating villains because they go like to the depths of which of the shit they do is so horrible. But those people will last for fucking seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll linger them in front of you in their potential demise. For you know what I mean? They last so long. You know what I mean? So yeah, I still was it Amen? I still think I still hate him by far more than anybody in that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it seemed to me where he wanted to kill Amen, and like they kind of went a little left when watching it. And but that context wasn't given in this episode, and y'all had to give it to us. So I don't know if they achieved what they're trying to achieve, and that would have been a hell of a first fucking episode for a season to have people locked the fuck in for the rest of it. So I think I wouldn't say they blew it, but I mean I think we needed what y'all just told us, not visually, but at least the emotion of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I sound like a fucking critic, bro, but I'm not trying to.
No.
I
wholeheartedly agree because when me and Mike were telling y'all how fucking fucked up that scene was, the trauma was the most fucked up part about it, not the actual murder.
For
you know?
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, man, fuck Amon, bro. Like he lost his eye being on some fuck shit, clowning his cousins because he knew that their daddy wasn't their daddy. Like, what type of cousin is you, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, white people really don't be having cousins, bro. That's a Twitter joke, but
and your cousin might pick on you a little bit, but like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your cousin will fuck with you, your older cousin, but it's playful. That nigga been a demon from day one. I've been wanting him out of here. You feel me?
I think the other thing I want to say is because Tyler and I are not the only book readers out there who were kind of hyping this episode up. Is the people who made the show also were hyping it up for those of us who read the book. And I sent Jackson some clips from interviews and stuff where they were saying, if you go on like the real nerd sites that are like everything is under a spoiler header, they were giving quotes like it's going to be like by far the most gruesome scene in Game of Thrones history. I think even people who've read the book are going to be surprised at how gruesome it is. So it almost makes me wonder if there's some editing or something, you know what I mean? Because there's no way they were talking about, in my opinion, the scene that ended up on television. Personally,
for me too. Like, I mean, the sound of the saw was gruesome and nasty, and us knowing it was a kid, but like being what we've seen, and you said, like they said, they didn't show a baby getting stabbed, but we felt like a baby got stabbed. And I didn't feel the same way with this. And that's why I'm just saying, like, yo, like it's nowhere close to what I expect in the world that they have created, where cousins and aunties are fucking and niggas and babies getting stabbed, pregnant women getting stabbed in the baby. Like, this is a crazy world, nigga. You know what I mean? And like I said, that just is I just wasn't, I don't know.
We've all had a difficult time buying tickets. Lakers games are expensive, but I try and find games to take my son Vinny to. It's hard to find good deals, especially at the last minute.
You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you.
The Lakers have a ton of home games the remainder of the year. I like that in the Game Time app, they have last-minute tickets. You can see views from every seat.
Game Time is the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. Their all-in pricing shows your total up front, so you know you're getting a great deal before you buy. They also have the Game Time guarantee, which means you'll always get the best price.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time.
Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code J&J for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code JANDJ for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
We're this close to crowning an NBA champ. And with the action heating up on the court is even hotter at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. And DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered every step of the way with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. Don't miss out as the NBA postseason winds down.
It's super easy to get started with DraftKings if you're a first-timer. Try betting on something like a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. It's that simple. The Mavericks are plus 170 underdogs heading into the finals, which is pretty interesting, especially when they have the best player in the series. And if you're new to DraftKings, you got to check this out. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Jenkins. That's code Jenkins for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.